Right, what's going on, my friends? What's up? What's happening? How we doing? You know what time it is? It's Friday night. Whew. We have had a day. Man, I need this moment to unwind. Let's do a mic check. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. Hopefully you're here. We here. And so we here, my friends. What's going on? Everybody, let's just check in. We about to have us a show. A show. We not messing around. My brother J-Boy almost won. You almost won last week. And so last week we had a drawing. We have a drawing every show. Every show we give away something. Today we giving away this bottle of whiskey. This is Nassif Family Reserve. Every show. Who else does the people like that? Who else is just giving you stuff every single show? That's what we do. Tonight I'm going to be enjoying this Series V Melanio. This is one of my most favorite cigars of all time. And so that's what I'm smoking tonight. We're going to have some conversation. Conversation about just the best cigars of all time. And so we about to just get into this. So go ahead, check in. Let me set the mood, set the atmosphere. Go ahead and check in. Let me know how everybody's doing. Let me know how you're feeling tonight. Let me know what you're smoking on, what you're drinking on. This has been one of those days. Look, we rise, we grind, we work. We get the work in. So what's up? What's up, everybody? My brother said he had to get him Cohiba with a yellow wrapper. What's going on, Chris? How you doing? How you feeling? David checking in from Nixa, Missouri. What's up, David? Glad you on. What's up? Marshall Allen. What's up, my brother? Hopefully you frat. What's going on? What's up? Repping the Qs, repping the Q Dogs, the Omega Sci-Fi Men, the Omega Men. You know I represent well. Try to represent the brotherhood. But today we just having a conversation just about cigars. My favorite cigars of all time. This conversation should not upset anyone. For the life of me, I will never be able to understand why people who they know they don't like me, they probably got to figure I don't like them, but they watch every single video and just want to go back and forth with me like we're friends, like I give a damn about your opinion, like I know who you are. This is just not one of those channels. This is not an open format. This is a place for me and my friends. That's it. This ain't for everybody. And so if you greatly disagree with me and want to argue, would you argue with me in real life? If you saw me sitting in the lounge, would you walk up to me and argue with me? And if your answer is yes, I suggest you change it to a no, because it ain't gonna work out well for you. So just treat the channel like that. I'm just talking to my friends. I'm not even, if you ain't my friend, I'm not talking to you. The channel is me sharing cigar experiences with my buddies. That's it. Sure, thousands of people may watch, but it's just for us. What's up, Q Dog? What's happening? The brothers is here. What's up? B. Austin. Tonight we keeping it chill and mellow. So again, I'm trying to hold this Melanio, but you know, with my cigars, the band is just coming right off. Forgot my ashtray. And I'm gonna pour a glass of, I got this Remus Repeal. So this is some pretty good stuff. This is number 7. So I love number 5. heard number 9 is really good. I'm gonna finish off number 7. So hopefully you guys are checking out. I just did a whiskey video the other day, whiskey for the holidays. So we try to mix it up. We do whiskey, cigars. So again, I'm smoking one of my most favorite cigars of all time. Smoking this Oliva Series B Mulatto. So that's the conversation for tonight. We're not going social. I may not do any social commentary. We just smoking cigars, having a drink, and just talking about the best cigars of all time. That's all we doing. This should not upset anyone. Brother Chris has got a Series V with a Coke. I got the Milano. Series V is good. I just love the Milano. And of course, I'll be talking about it a little bit more. What's happening? The land, farm. What's up, my brother? What's up, the land? Checking in from Washington. So please go ahead. Shout out where you're coming in from. We about to do this. We about to have us a good time. Oh, my brother doing it real big, real big. Smoking a shark with some 18-year scotch. Doing it up, Brad. Enjoy. This Remus Repeal is just good. It's going so well. I took one sip and I'm like, yeah, this is going to work out tonight. So it's Friday night. Had a long week. Working a new job. Whew. The job's working me. The job is working me. And so, what's up, everybody? Yeah, 5 was the best. 7 is good. And as far as this Remus Repeal, I heard the latest one out. The number 9 is supposed to be special. All right. What's going on, Mr. Cash, my brother? Blessing the channel. And so, hey, I appreciate the super chats. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I thank you that you did it because you didn't have to do it, but you did it anyway. And so I appreciate it. Those are the efforts that allow this channel to be what it is. And so I thank you. I thank you. I seriously do. To all those who watch, all those who hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment, engage in the live. A lot of people watch it. My last live, I think I had like over 500 views. So I appreciate it. That was one of the best lives I've ever had. So just us, just talking, connecting, just vibing. What's up, my brother? Checking in from Springfield, Missouri. All right. So just some announcements. The winner, we're giving away a bottle of New Riff Single Barrel, a great bottle of bourbon. Giving that out. The winner of that. So every single show, we give away something. We do a raffle, just random. It's random every single show. Those members of my Patreon, every month, I'm giving away something. So this month, giving away a brand new desktop humidor. It's a beautiful, probably holds like 50 cigars. Brand new desktop humidor. I'm going to not fill it with cigars, but I'm going to put cutter, lighter. I'm going to set you out. I'm going to make sure you got what you need. Desktop humidor for my Patreon members. So check out my Patreon. Go ahead, become a sponsor, become a grinder. Every month we give away something. Patreon members get content. Every week I'm dropping new content. And so we take care of the people. I make sure I'm giving the people back because listen, you guys bless me in so many ways. And all these brands, they just send me stuff. And all I do is they send me stuff and I just give it back to the people. In fact, I had 2 brands just send me portable humidors. I'm just going to give it to the people. I got a brand sending another electric humidor. I'm just going to give it to the people. Because how many humidors can I have? I probably got like 3 in the garage. The brands send the stuff, and I'm just giving it to the people. So become a Patreon member, and on my show, like I said, I got this insane whiskey collection. I realized I just got too much, so I'm just giving it away. That's all I'm doing. I'm saying, look, every week, I'm just giving somebody a bottle. Today, we're going to give away this Nassif Family Reserve. This is American whiskey. This thing is hot. It's 107 proof. It's got a kick to it. I enjoy it. It's what they call white whiskey or light whiskey. It's pretty cool. It's different than your typical bourbon. And so it's got a more of a kick to it. It ain't like moonshine, but it's like something. What's up, brother Ricardo? And so the winner for last week, the winner of a bottle of New Riff, we've got Daryl Cobb. So everybody, let's give a shout out to Daryl Cobb. Daryl Cobb, it might be a military brother. I believe that's my fraternity brother who's also in the military. So Daryl Cobb, you got to check in. Check in, Daryl Cobb. I might be doing a show. I'll likely be doing a show next Friday. So Daryl Cobb, make sure you check in. Yeah, we'll be doing a show next Friday. I'm gonna be doing a pretty good topic, and so we bringing you the content. We can do this every day of the week. Today we're talking about 5 best cigars of all time. Next week, we might talk about. I want to talk about my videos that I put out. I want to talk about. I think I might do my 5 best videos I've ever put out, and maybe my 5 worst videos I've ever put out. And so we'll have some conversation next week. But congratulations, Daryl Cobb. Make sure you check in. Make sure you let me know. Hey, you got to check in. You got to send me an email or something. You got to reserve it by next week. So Daryl Cobb, you're on the clock. Tonight, we're going to give away this bottle. All right. Those are the messages. And you've been seeing the content. I actually kind of messed up this week. I only put out 2 videos. And so that means I'm going to drop 4 videos next week. We got the content. I just didn't upload it. I forgot to. I realized it like late last night. I said, oh, man. So I said, you know what? Then I'll just drop 4 videos on them next week. So we did a video, best cigar for Christmas. And so hopefully you enjoyed that. I talk about the Arturo Fuente, the Anejo, especially the Shark. Christmas is coming up. We just gave you a best cigar for Thanksgiving. That's the Turducken. And so I really like that cigar. Well, we got some content. We got some content coming up. Monday's video is entitled The Worst Cigar Reviewer and Why. And so we are in our bag. We're doing our thing. Today was just one of those days. Just a rough day at work. And that's why we have the grind. That's why we have the unwind. So we can just come here and chill and relax. All right, without any further ado. All right, we got 13 minutes in. And please let me know, what do you think is just the best cigars of all time? This is what I like. These are the cigars that I like, that I enjoy. Best cigars of all time. So we got to start off with what I'm smoking right now. We got this Oliva Series V Milanio. This is just it. So I got a video coming out really soon where I talk about my favorite cigars of all time. But that's why I'm smoking this one. The Series V Milanio. This thing is just a winner. This is just an amazing cigar. Just a couple of you are smoking the Oliva Series V. It's Oliva, so it's not some super luxury, ultra luxury, expensive cigar. You can find this anywhere. You'll find this in any lounge. If you order cigars, everybody's got it. This cigar is just delicious. Caramel. And so the Series V it's a solid cigar. But the Melanio they made because they wanted something for celebration. And I think they were just trying to make a better cigar than the Series V. And they just ended up doing something just out of this world. They just ended up doing something that's just fantastic. And because it's Oliva, I think they're certainly much better than CAO, and they're not at the level, I would say, as like an Arturo Fuente or Padron, but they're up there. And the Series V Melanio is just an amazing cigar. It's a Sumatra wrapper, so it's got some strength. Oliva, they tend to have Nicaraguan tobacco, so it's got some strength to it, but it's just so well aged, so well blended. And in this Figurado Vitola, this thing is just money. Absolute money. So it's got the strength. It's going to pair with my bourbon. And it's just got this sweetness on it. So I keep talking about the Series V, the regular Series V, which is more earthy, even chocolatey. This is just caramel. This is sweetness. So I love pairing this with a good bourbon because the sweetness just blends in together. And so one of the best cigars for me of all time. And has a beauty about this cigar. It's so affordable. And so you can look it up. I mean, this thing's like a $15 cigar. It's not an expensive thing. I would compare this to a Padron 64. I would compare this to like a Davidoff Nicaragua. I would compare this to any La Plasencias. This is just such a good cigar. It's available, it's affordable, and it's just perfect. And so I buy these by the box. In fact, I just bought a box. I got a box of Robustos coming in. I love to keep the Figurados on hand. Just a wonderful cigar. The Series V Melanio. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your list. What would you say are just the best cigars of all time? Let me know your list. Probably my Marine brother. He says he's freezing with an industry killer in New York. I think that must be a Sanj Patel cigar. My brother Peter smoking. And Oliva Series V Melanio. It's just the way to go. And for those who are on the cigar journey, maybe just starting out, it's good to try, the Atabey Black. It's good to try a Byron because you hear everybody else talking about it. It's good to check those cigars out, just to smoke it, just to say you smoked it. But they ain't better than a Series V Melanio. A Series V Melanio is, to me, I have a better experience smoking this than I smoke if I'm even having a Byron. This is better tasting. Again, if you're going for that caramel, now sure, the Byron is going to be more thicker, more richer, more. You can tell it's packed a little bit more. You can tell it's better aged tobacco. But if you just going for taste, if you just want caramel, if you just want some chocolate, if you just want something that tastes good, the Melanio. And so for those who you chasing stuff. It's right in front of our eyes. Right in front of our eyes. The Series V Melanio. But he said his profile picture says it's all. I think his profile is the Melanio. And I always compare these. I always compare the Oliva products to the Padrones because it's Nicaraguan tobacco. But I would compare this. When I first started smoking, I compared this to a 1964. And then I said, let me just buy these. I used to call this the poor man's 1964. And then I said, It ain't the poor man's 1964. It's a cigar that just gives me a better experience. Again, if you're just going for taste, and the Padrones tend to knock me down a little. They tend to have some strength on them that I don't always love. And I would definitely compare it to an Ashton VSG. So it's along those same lines. Ashton VSG, Padron 1964, and Series V Melanio. But truth be told, I'll put the Melanio. So my brother said the Andalusian Bull. That was definitely one. That's a great cigar, an amazing cigar. And so I'm going to be featuring that in a video that's coming up really, really soon. So stand by for that. So the Melanio. This is the working man's luxury cigar. Series V Melanio. All right, next one. Next one we're going to jump into. We got to go with the God of Fire. God of Fire by Carlito. And so this is Arturo Fuente. This is the taste profile that I want to have in a cigar. It's got that African Cameroon. This thing is sweet, salty. This thing is just perfect. And so, to me, this is like an Opus X on steroids. To me, this is like anything African Cameroon, just done at a whole nother level. There's a lot of cigars that people end up chasing after and hunting. The stuff I like, you ain't got to hunt for this stuff. You don't have to hunt. It's usually, now you may not see it in every lounge and humidor, but if we're talking about premium luxury cigars, again, I would rather this over a Byron any day of the week. I would rather this over any of those what do they call them? Zodiacs. I guess now it's Year of the Horse. And so there was Snake and Rabbit and I would rather this. This is always going to be good. I can't do the chasing after Davidoff Year to this and limited edition that. No. I need to know the cigar is good every single time. Every time. And these are always good. They're always good, always tasty. It's Arturo Fuente is just perfection. I probably smoked 5 boxes of these throughout my life. Never had a bad one. Never, ever, ever had a bad one. And so it's just the right taste that I'm looking for. If you want something that tastes good. I always talk about eating tamarind. I don't know if you guys are big into tamarind or tahini. It's got that taste to it. It's just wonderful. It's just so pleasant. African Cameroon at its finest. There's no better cigar than the God of Fire by Carlito. Is Arturo Fuente at its best. My brother's smoking him a Partagas Series D number 4. Love that cigar. It's an amazing cigar. In fact, I got a video coming out. I've got a video coming out where I name. In fact, so I don't have it featured tonight. That would have been number 6. Because, I'm mad at the whole Cuban cigar market. I've got a video coming out where I list my 6 favorite cigars of all time. And of course, I have to mention, I list not the Partagas, but I list the Bolivar, the Bolivar Belicoso Fino. And so that's my 6th cigar, my number 6. It's Cuban, so I had to drop it out of the top 5. I have it, but I'll never buy another one because it's just, the price is just insane. The price of those, maybe a Bolivar or even the Partagas, probably $40 per cigar. I can't do that. I might do it for for maybe the Partagas Lusitania, a double Corona size, but I can't do that for a Robusto. I'm not spending $40, $50 for a basic not random, but regular production cigar. Just because it's Cuban. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But the Partagas is a good one. Really enjoy that. Andalusian Bull is his favorite cigar. It's an amazing cigar. Delicious spices, sweet, 90-minute smoke. He says he can't get them in Australia. Look, you can't get them anywhere. And so I got a handful of them. And so again, I'm shooting us a video. And I'll just give you a little hint. I've given you best cigar for Thanksgiving, the Turducken. I've given you best cigar for Christmas, the Añejo Shark. And I got a video coming out, best cigar for New Year. And so that one's coming out, a cigar that you can smoke from 1 year into the next. You can light this thing up at 10 o'clock, and at midnight, you're still smoking it. And so that video is going to be coming out. The best cigar, I think, for New Year. All right. So we just talking. My brother smoking, what's up, frat? Smoking Padron 64. Love that cigar. Absolutely love it. And so again, I'm smoking what I used to call the poor man's Padron 64. Until I started saying, no, this cigar is just good on its own. The Oliva Series V Milanio. So I used to love the Padron 64. Then I just said, you know what? These are like $5 less. So I started smoking. I started smoking these. All right, getting caught up with the. So my brother, Shockproof. What's up? What's up, team? Got all the cues on tonight. I'm repping well. He says, and no, he's got a list. This is a list. We got the same palette. Don Carlos number 2. Monte Cristo number 2. Padron 26 80th. Ashton VSG and La Polina Goldie. You are me. We the same person. We the same person. The Monte Cristo number 2 is an amazing cigar. It's definitely top 10 cigars I've ever had. Because I don't know if I'll ever smoke it again. I don't know where I could list it. The Ashton VSG, that's top 10 for me. That's just an amazing cigar. What I noticed with the list, and you'll see this, Ashton pretty much made by Arturo Fuente. Arturo Fuente, I'm an Arturo Fuente fanboy. Arturo Fuente just makes the best cigars in the world. And then he ends with the La Polina Goldie. So that's just what I'm smoking. All right, number 3. So we talk about the Series V Milanio. That's just affordable, amazing. Got all my frat brothers on. What's up? What's up, team? Root to the bros. Root to the good bros. What's happening? We enjoying ourselves. I had one of them days. One of them days. Got me this Remus Repeal. Sipping on this. Smoking a great cigar. Number 3, cigars of all time. Number 1, Series V Milanio. Number 2, God of Fire by Carlito. Number 3, me and this cigar got history. We go way back. So this ain't just some hype train thing. This one of those cigars I say, you know what? I like this cigar. I smoke this cigar. Hype or no hype. We got, look how rustic it look. Look how ugly it look. That's the Amazon Basin. To me, that's just one of the best cigars I've been smoking these since 2018. And so me and this cigar, we go way, way, way back. What I like about this cigar, so we just talk about Cubans, we talk about New Worlds, we talk about the Padrones, the Olivas, the Arturo Fuentes. Most cigars have a taste to it, a profile. And so you got the Arturo Fuente, the Dominican Republic. It's got a certain sweetness, pleasantness, minerality. You got the Nicaraguan tobacco. Got a certain strength to it. So the Olivas, the Padrones. Then you got the Cuban cigars we just mentioned. They got that saltiness to it, that Cuban twang to it. But then when you smoke an Amazon Basin, it's just got its own thing. It's sure we can talk about Brazil and all this, but the Amazon Basin is like smoking a plum. It's like smoking a fig. It's just this pleasant sweetness. It doesn't taste like anything else. The Amazon Basin is its own thing. And so I know it gets hyped every year and people rush off and buy it. There's a whole story behind it. There's a lot of hype behind it. But again, I was smoking this way before, back in 2018. It was just a great cigar. CAO was putting this out in Flathead and in Brasilia. And this is what I would smoke. The Amazon Basin. There was no hype on it back then. You can just always buy it. You would just literally see these in lounges. And I just would smoke it. And I always wondered, this is what a cigar should taste like. And it was just always an amazing experience. And I smoked these every year ever since then. So I've been smoking these for about 7 years, every single year. And now there's all this hype on it. So as soon as it comes out, it's sold out right away. But I make sure I get me a box. I pretty much get a box at the start of every year. And what I just think about this cigar, so again, not that I'm mad at Byron or these other cigars, but they don't taste as good as an Amazon Basin. They're not as interesting. And so if you ever wonder, so what's special about Byron and Atabey Black? They're just deeper, just richer, just a thicker smoke. They're packed more dense. And so you're going to have a longer smoking time. And yes, it does taste like more aged tobacco. But if you're just looking for something that just tastes good, like I said earlier, by the Melanio, if you just want caramel, if you just want plum, fig, if you just want pleasant dark fruit, then that's what the Amazon Basin is. And so to me, it gets hyped a lot, but I just think it's good. It's just delicious. And I just love the way that it looks. It just doesn't even look like, it looks like no other cigar in your collection. You can smoke through the band. It's just a cigar for me. And so it's a top 5 for me for life because of the experience that I've had with it. I enjoy it. Now, my brother mentions the Tabernacle. And so that's a cigar where the Havana Seed. That's a great cigar. If I'd done this list 5 years ago, I would have said best cigar is the Tabernacle. It used to be my daily. I still love it. Still enjoy it. But I reach for it every now and again. But as I think about what am I smoking this year constantly, Tabernacle, I haven't bought any in a little while. All right. So we just sharing, we just talking. That's all we talking about today. Just cigars. Just some cigar talk. Just sharing, hey, best cigars. Next week we're gonna get into we do our stuff. Today we just talking about the cigars, drinking some whiskey. In fact, let's just do this. I'm gonna give away this bottle. This is Nassif Family Reserve. It's a pretty good bottle of bourbon. Brother Daryl Cobb. I think he's a frat brother. think he's a military man. I think he's like a major or some general. he's up there. And so Daryl Cobb, you're on the clock. So he's going to get the bottle. He just got to check in with me. But as far as tonight, we'll be doing a show next Friday, giving away this. And so here's what we're going to do. This is a good bottle. This is what they call American whiskey. It's 107 proof, 53 ABV. It's got its pleasant. This tastes like graham cracker. So I love this bottle. It's pretty good. Giving this away. So this is American whiskey. Giving this away. We're just going to go hashtag, since we're just doing cigars tonight. Usually I do not controversial stuff, but usually I'm doing some kind of social commentary. But I said, we just talking cigars tonight. I don't need any more hate mail for the rest of the year. I don't need anyone else trying to cancel me for the rest of this year. We'll just talk about cigars tonight. Keep it light. And so, to get this bottle, let's just go hashtag cigars. Hashtag cigars. And then next Friday, somebody will get this bottle. Hashtag cigars. I'm keeping it light. I'm keeping it easy. Hashtag cigars. We'll go ahead and give that bottle away. Hashtag cigars. Next week, somebody will be blessed with that bottle. Let's say he likes the CAO Pilon. I don't think I've ever had that one. And so again, giving away tonight is Nassif. Nassif. First time I had it, it was recommended. I was in a liquor store, didn't know anything about it. Sipped it. Thought, wow, this thing is good. It drinks a little hot. It's like drinking a cinnamon red hot. But it's good. It's pleasant. With an ice cube, it's amazing. It's good American whiskey. Again, I think they call it white whiskey or light whiskey. So it's not bourbon. I think it's called light whiskey. And so it's some good stuff. In fact, I'm reading the notes, and the notes are right. It says it's got spices, fresh oak, spearmint, dark fruit, caramel, and citrus. And so you get a different taste. So it's not like your typical. It's not like your typical bourbon. It's got more of the spices, and yes, more of that spearmint, more of a sharp fruit taste, citrus. And so it's a good pour. And so hashtag cigars, because we just talking cigars tonight. We just talking about the cigars we like. I'm starting to realize that I don't even know if I could do a video and not get hate. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I'm just trying to be nice, cool. I mean, I feel like I could do a video. Literally, my videos say, here's the cigars I like. Here's the cigars I don't like. That's all my content is. I'm not even giving you information. I'm not even trying to influence you. I'm just saying, here's what I like. Here's what I don't like. In every video, there's going to be at least one person who gets mad because I don't like something. I'm baffled by that. How are you mad because I don't like it? How are you mad because I don't like that brand? Why are you mad? And so I said, look, maybe I can do the content in a different way. Maybe I can just be nicer and kinder and more calm, so then nobody can be mad about nothing. You see, my brother, I just give the honesty. I mean, if a cigar if I don't like it, I'm not sure exactly what I'm supposed to say. I mean, if I like it and I say I like it, no one has a problem. But if I don't like it, and so it makes me wonder, so wait a minute. All the other cigar reviewers, don't nobody ever say what they don't like? I mean, do they like every cigar they smoke? Should we not say if we don't like it? Or 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 is it because, let's see, if you get sent the cigar, can you say you don't like it? So a guy like me, look, I tell the brands, and yes, the brands send me stuff all the time. Just even today, somebody reached out to me and said, hey, I'm sending you all this, I'm sending you that. I'm like, all right, you can send it if you want to. But if it ain't good, you're going to be in some trouble. You're going to be in some trouble. Because I'm going to be honest. And it's literally is not designed to influence anybody. It's just saying what I like, what I don't like. So anyway, let me just stay calm tonight. For those who normally watch, you're like, wait a minute, he's so nice tonight. I'm trying to be nice. I'm saying if the nice stuff works. Will anybody hate because I'm being nice? We're talking about best cigars, my favorite cigars of all time. So my brothers mentioned, in fact, I love the Tatuaje Cajonino. And so I like some of the stuff Tatuaje puts out. I really like their Tatuaje Black. I wasn't always the biggest Tatuaje fan, but now I am. And My Father Le Bijou. So if you like that cigar, I did a whole video on that cigar where I talk about that cigar and fatherhood. And so really enjoy that cigar. I believe Don Pepin, 1922 is when his father was born. And so he did a cigar the company is called My Father. And so he did a cigar in tribute of his father. My brother enjoys the Perdomo Sun-Grown. And so I've been hearing a lot about that. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about the Perdomo Legacy. And so I'm really going to check those out. See if they're good. My brother says the Oyo de Nicaragua, Connecticut is his number one. Look, I really like that cigar. It's a great Connecticut. I've been talking about that cigar for a long time. Really like that one. Brother says he hates the surplus shade. What's happening, guns and water? All right, so as we continue, so I've shared with you Melanio. That's what I'm smoking now. And this thing, I'm talking to you, I'm drinking water, it's nighttime. And this cigar is that's all I'm tasting. I'm drinking 100 proof whiskey. Remus Repeal, number 7. I'm talking, a lot of talking. But the cigar, the taste, the caramel is just lingering. This thing is it's just perfection. And so affordable. Number 2, I mentioned God of Fire by Carlito. That's just me. That's the profile I'm looking for. Medium profile, lots of taste. I want a cigar to be maybe, the strength I want it to be like a 6. The taste, I wanted that to be like an 8.5. It's got to be perfect. The draw, I want the draw to be semi-loose. I want the tobacco to be well-aged. I just want a perfect cigar. And the God of Fire by Carlito, to me, is just perfect. Number 3, I mentioned the CAO Amazon Basin. Any year. I've never smoked one and just didn't like it. Any year. Number 4, best cigar for me of all time. And I just said is, look, I'm an Arturo Fuente fanboy. That's what I smoke. So number 4, we got to go Opus X. Opus X. Opus X. Opus X it is. And so I did the video talking about best cigar for Christmas. And that's really what the Añejo line is. They're Opus X. They're Opus X cigars with a Connecticut broadleaf wrapper. That's what the Conejo line is. They were ready to make Opus X. A storm happened, and then they decided to do something else. But at its core, And in fact, I'll tell you this. I also like the Ashton ESG. You know what that is? That's an Opus X with a different wrapper. Just the blend of the Opus X is just perfect. You can take the Opus X blend and just change out the wrapper, make you just some other amazing cigar. The Opus X to me is like LeBron James. At his core, he's amazing, but you can just put him on different teams and he's still going to be amazing. And so the Opus X is just, hey, I know I say this about every cigar, but this cigar is me. I mean, if you want to talk about just premium, luxury, just cigars at its finest, Opus X. And here's the thing. Opus X used to be considered, rare and expensive, but you can find it anywhere. And it really just costs you like $25. That used to be considered expensive, but now just Rocky Battalier the Snake is like a $30 cigar. Again, all the Atabays are $30, $35. Byron's are $35, $40. It's so everything is like a $30 cigar. And so to me, that's what the beauty of Opus X. So sure, it was $25 was a lot of money 5 years ago, 10 years ago, but they keep it at that same price. So just your standard Opus X is just an amazing cigar. First time they said, let's just do Dominican Republic tobacco. Again, that's what I like. Nicaragua stuff could be a bit harsh sometimes, a bit heavy, a bit strong. But the Opus X, you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with an Opus X. And again, it's not even, it used to be considered expensive. By today's standard, it's just a regular price cigar. And if you shop right, you can easily get you them for, so again, between $20 and $25. For what I would consider to be the best cigar. Now, sure, you can always get you the Shark Vitola. You can get it as a Figurado. You can get it in all these different configurations. But the Opus X is that's just the Rolex of cigars. And so even as they come out with all this new stuff, the Atabays, all this, you always got to go back to an Opus X. It's always going to smoke flawlessly, and it's just going to taste good. And so I go for taste. I go for experience. I go for the draw. And if you notice, I'm talking to you, smoking this Melanio. I don't have to relight it. And even if I do, that's only because I'm talking. The thing is just smoking. You can look, I done dipped the ash a couple times, and you're just going to have this razor sharp ash. You know what that means? I mean, it's just finely rolled. I'm sitting outside in the cold, smoking and talking, and this is just smoking perfectly. This is the Melanio. And that's how the Opus X is. It's just going to smoke perfect. I've told a story about the Opus X for me in the house where I am right now. Very first night here. I moved in like 2 days before Thanksgiving. And all the lights go out. It's a complete blackout in the whole neighborhood. I just moved into my brand new house. Thanksgiving is in 2 days. And I'm thinking, this is gonna suck. I got people coming over. I got to unpack boxes. We're supposed to be cooking and hosting. And I said, you know what? Let me just go outside and smoke a cigar because I'm having a bad day. It's Thanksgiving, new house, and it's pitch black dark. No electricity, no heat, no nothing. I just sat outside and lit up an Opus X. Because in that moment, I needed perfection. You ever had a moment where you're like, I cannot have one more thing go wrong? And that's kind of like how my day was today with work and just everything. At the end of a long day, you want to reach for a cigar that's going to be perfect. Sometimes you could be having such a bad day, you don't want a cigar that's you got to relight it. It may be a little tight on the draw. It may taste a little burnt. Some days you just want perfection. Some days you can't have one more thing go wrong. In fact, I was driving my car. Like, I think I got a fuel injection problem with the car. I mean, everything was just going wrong. Car trouble. Got to work. Employees, it's Christmas time, so everybody's sick all of a sudden. Everybody's calling off. Dealing with my boss. It was like one of those. Yeah, it was just one of those days. Some days you just dealing with it. And you want to light up a cigar that's just going to be flawless. Most cigars, it's hit or miss. It could be from the same box. You might have a great one, might have a mediocre one. If you ever just feel like, I need perfection right now, we can't play around tonight. If something goes wrong with this smoke experience, I'm going to go to bed pissed. And to me, that's what the Opus X is. It's just that perfect cigar. You cannot hate on an Opus X. There's no way you can hate on it. And I've seen people hating on Opus X because they know I like Opus X. I've seen this where people try to say, because they know I talk about Opus X all the time. And so now they try to say, oh, Opus X ain't all that. I don't know why he likes him so much. Some things you just can't hate on. You can't hate on an Opus X. It's like hating on a Rolex. It's like hating on a Mercedes-Benz. You just can't hate on it. And if you notice, there ain't hype behind it. Yes, they come out with new releases. Yes, they come out with rare and exotic ones. Yeah, they do that. But just your standard Opus X, it's available, it's relatively affordable, and it's perfect every single time. Now, my brother asked a question, do I like I didn't really love the Lost City. I don't like any of the special Opus X. I didn't like the Rare Pink. I didn't like I believe, Purple Rain. I didn't like the Dubai. I just like your basic Opus X. Now, I love the Opus X 20th anniversary. That I love. Just your standard Opus X. To me, it's like a well-prepared steak. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. Cook it right. Some things, if it's well-aged steak, you don't mess it up. And so that's what the Opus X is to me. It's just something you don't have to mess it up. And the only thing I don't like with a Todo Fuente is I feel like they're always trying to tweak the Opus X, and they do it for various reasons because everybody wants their version of it. So like I said, like the Dubai, or there's always going to be some special, because they come out with these variations of it for different reasons. So like I said, the Rare Pink was a salute for breast cancer. And so they're always trying to do something different. But I just like your standard Opus X. Bro said he's doing the Oliva Advent calendar. And I've actually seen that. I've seen, because Oliva, they've got a channel. And so I've seen what they've done. And what they've done, it's been pretty cool. And so we got one more to share with you. We just jumped on real quick. It's a Friday night. I've had me a crazy day. You know how crazy my past couple of days has been. I released a video. So my best cigar for Christmas, I uploaded it yesterday. I can tell a whole bunch of people have watched it. You guys have all watched it. Go ahead and check it out. I haven't even watched my own video. So I made the video, edited it, uploaded it. So I have an idea of what the video is. I haven't even actually watched it. I uploaded it. It came out yesterday afternoon. That's just how busy I've been. I can't even watch my own videos. I might watch it after this. That's just how busy. You know how busy you got to be where you can't even watch your own videos. And so that's why I trip out on when people who watch my videos and they, I guess they don't like me. I'm like, dude, I don't even have time to watch my own videos. How are you watching my videos and you don't even like me? So that's why I salute you all. You watch the content, you enjoy the content, you make time to watch it. I know your time is busy. I know everyone's shopping and getting ready for Christmas. That's why I respond to every comment. I responded to every comment where people say, oh, great video. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I think it's good. I remember recording it. I haven't watched it myself. But that's why I appreciate you all so much. I know there's so much content. I know you're so busy. I know there's so much going on. Here we are. It's Friday night. I do my lives Friday night. I know that's competing with everything. If I was smart, I would do it like midweek. Not compete with the weekend. But I'm like, look, we putting out good content for the good people. I'll do it on a Friday night. I know folks want to go out to dinner, go to the nightclub. But I said, you know what? I'm going to put out some good content. I'm going to do my lives Friday night. Because maybe someone like me spent all week having a rough day. And so that's why we do what we do. That's why I always say, I respect you all. I appreciate you all. We do this to encourage you, to enlighten you, to inspire you, to educate you, to help you out. Despite how busy I am, the content's going to come out. And so, like I said, you only got 2 videos this week, and I'm mad about it. Next week, we're hitting you up with 4 videos. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll be back for our live. We do this to help the people out. If you're getting benefit from this, hit the like button. I appreciate you. Again, my last live put up like the best numbers I ever put up. And that's just from you all, from the people. That show, if you haven't watched it, it was fun. It was just a plain old fun show. I did best cigar scenes. And so check out that live. That was just fun. It was just a good time. It was just us talking about the different movies. What we do on here is just fun. My brother says, hey, don't tell my boss I watch your videos at work. Yeah, because I drop the videos midday, 1 p.m. If you notice, all my videos, I drop them at 1 p.m. Pacific time. If I was smart, I would drop the videos, I don't know, at nighttime or something. But I put out the videos. I compete with everything. I compete with your work schedule. Like my brother says, look, I'm watching you at work. And I used to do that too. With my last job, I would watch the videos myself at work. When you got a new job, you can't really do that. You gotta actually be working all day long. And by the time as I get home, I'm just so tired and then I'm making content. And so I'm going to watch my own video later tonight. And so we do this for you all. So again, check out my whiskey video. Y'all show love to the whiskey videos. I know I can put out the cigars and do the lists and folks will watch it. But I like to stay balanced. So tonight, we drinking this Remus Repeal whiskey. Cigars and whiskey. What's better than that? I do have water. I am drinking water. And again, we're giving away this Nassif Family Reserve #cigar. Every show, we just giving away something. Check out the Patreon. Brother says he loved the Davidoff Nicaragua. Yeah, to me, that is a top 10 cigar. That's a top 10. We're doing the top 5 that I have for life. For me, I've listed off some where I said, you know what? top 10. So if I was to do an expansion of tonight, then I would say certainly the Andalusian Bull. That one could certainly be in the list. Certainly the Bolivar Bellicoso Fino. That one could be in the list. Certainly the Ashton VSG. So that's 3. That this is top 10. That one could have made the list. You know, it's top 10. Let's see what else. What else? We could have thrown in, my brother said earlier, the Monte Cristo number 2. That one could have made the list. And so there's tons of good cigars out there. And I guess, okay, round it off, we can throw in the Atabey. And so there's good cigars out there. There's some good ones. But tonight we doing the top 5. The top 5 for life. This is me for life. I got a video saying what I'm saying tonight that's going to be coming out really soon. I call that my top 6. So check out that video when it comes out. I got a video coming out next week that's called How to Cigar Lounge. And so that's how we started. Most of you remember me for the first time doing my cigar lounge rules. And so we got one of those videos coming out showing you how to cigar lounge. That one's coming out. What's going on, Bobby? Everybody here. Speaking of cigar lounges, my brother says, if you're in San Antonio, check out 49s in 1911, both owned by the Bros. Oh, the Bros is here tonight. The Bros is representing. We here. All the Qs is on tonight. My friends are here. What's up, Bobby? All my friends are here. So we got a video, like I said, coming out. Speaking of lounges, talk about how to cigar lounge. I got a video coming out. Speaking of friends, and I'm not making this up. Got a video coming out, and you'll see it throughout the week. Is a video entitled "The Cigar I Have with My Friends," and so that's all the channel is. It's a guy just kicking it with his friends, not trying to cause no trouble, not trying to cause any hype, not trying to cause anybody to be upset or angry or mad. If you watch my video and you end up mad at the end of it, then there's just something wrong with you. How are you going to watch a guy smiling, having fun, and that makes you mad? And so this is just for me and my friends. And so I got a whole cigar that I smoke whenever I got a friend coming over. And I've mentioned this in many, many videos. It's my friend cigar, my friendship cigar. Frat brother comes over. He want to chill, kick it. There's a particular cigar that I'm pulling out. And so I'll let you know what that cigar is. And then lastly, I got a video coming out next week about what am I smoking for New Year. New Year's coming up. It's going to be on us real soon. So there's a particular cigar that I'll pull out on New Year. And so me, it's just situational. Notice I ain't telling you nothing about the cigar. I'm just telling you about my life, my situations. And so that's the channel. It's a cigar. It's a guy sharing with you just his life. I don't go out and buy cigars and then do videos on cigars, or I don't get cigars and then do videos on cigars. I live life and then I just record. I go about my life. Melanio, this is what I smoke. This is what I do. I just happen to be recording as I'm doing it. And so that's one thing I've never done. I've never bought a cigar and said, oh, let me shoot a video on the cigar. Nah. What you get with my lives, what you get with my videos is just real life. This is what I really, really smoke. This is what I really, really do. I just have a camera. And so it ain't about the cigar. It's just about my experience. I'm just sharing the experience with you. And so we talk about my top 5 cigars for life. The Melanio, which I'm smoking right now. the God of Fire by Carlito, the Amazon Basin, the Opus X, and the last one, without further ado, and this is not in order, but just this is the last one, top 5. Maybe I'll rank these. Okay, I'll rank it for you. I'll rank them for you. Number one, we got to go with God of Fire by Carlito. Number 2, for life, for me. Number 2, we'll go with Melanio, which is what I'm smoking now. So my second favorite cigar of all time is like a $15 cigar. Me, a guy who's got all the Atabays, all the Byrons, all the Cubans. Second favorite cigar for life. Something you can pick up anywhere. Series V Melanio. My third is the Opus X, number 3. And this cigar is the last one I'm going to share tonight, but this is 4th. And that's the Don Carlos. Hey, I'm an Arturo Fuente fanboy. We got to end this with the Don Carlos. So this was my 4th cigar for life. Just an absolutely amazing cigar. So everything I said about I love the God of Fire by Carlito. That's number 1 for me. African Cameroon wrapper. But the Don Carlos is really the true existence of the African Cameroon wrapper. This is the real deal African Cameroon wrapper. I like the Definition Noir. In fact, shouts out to I got a company. I'll give them a little mention right now. Tiano Leaf. So they sending me a bunch of Definition stuff. Look, we help the brands out. When the brands do good, we help them out. And so I got some Definitions coming. What's up, Cordell? What's happening? So I love the Definition Noir. But if we talking about African Cameroon done right, the Don Carlos, the Don Carlos is African Cameroon done right. The Don Carlos is an affordable cigar, relatively speaking. It's like a $15 cigar. My top 5 cigars for life, 2 of them you can get for like $15. And so all the expensive stuff, look, you can waste your money if you want to. Them cigars ain't that good. The Don Carlos. I think, again, back to the Arturo Fuente. So these are the ones who they make Opus X. They also make the God of Fire. They also make the Anejo, my favorite Christmas cigar. They also make a great cigar, the Short Story. They also make a great cigar, the Casa Cuba, which I think is just the best underrated cigar. Arturo Fuente to me, they put out just perfect cigars. I really think when they made the Don Carlos, and it was made in tribute to Don Carlos. So for Carlito, who's running it now, his father, it was just his blend. It was something that he just wanted. It was made in tribute for him. It's just perfect. It's just tasty. It's got a body to it that holds up. It's the Arturo Fuente perfection. It's just like smoking an Opus X. And it comes in at such an amazing price. And so I think, this is what I think. I think when they made the Don Carlos, they just wanted to make a good, solid cigar. It's regular production. My brother says, comparing the Don Carlos with some Casa Noble tequila. You know, tequila, I just told my wife I'm going to get her for Christmas. I'm going to get her a bottle of Clase Azul. And so that really expensive tequila. And so I've been sipping on some tequilas. And so, in fact, my second cigar that I'm going to have tonight, I might smoke this off camera, unless you guys got some questions, but it is the Don Carlos. And I said earlier, In fact, the box that I use for dry boxing is a Don Carlos, and so I'm all about the Don Carlos. I keep a box of Don Carlos Sharks at all times. I keep a box of Don Carlos number 2s. I believe that got Cigar of the Year one year. And then I keep a box of these. If you notice, it's a small little cigar. It tends to be my second cigar. So this is the number 3. So it's like maybe 43 gauge, ring gauge, maybe 4.5 inches. It's just that perfect cigar. So if I'm out with friends and we drinking and smoking and having a good time, I know at the end of the night I can light up my Don Carlos as we're wrapping things up. Regardless of what we've eaten, drank, smoked, the taste of a Don Carlos is just going to linger on my tongue. That's the taste I want when I wake up the next morning. This pleasant sweetness. And so I'm smoking a Melanio right now. I likely smoke this Don Carlos to end the night. These are 2 of my top 5 cigars. And they both cost like $15 each. The Don Carlos, to me, I think when they were making it, they were just making a good, solid, regular production cigar, which is what they made. And I think in the end, they realized that, oh, we got us a legendary cigar. We got us an absolute winner. We made something. We blended something that is tremendous. I think they must have realized that they blended something that they could charge $25 for, $30 for. But then they must have said, no, let's just keep it at 15. Let's just keep it at regular production. Let's just keep it where we had it. And so now we as consumers, we get to get an amazing cigar for like $15. And so this is why I'm so adamant about the overhyped and the overpriced stuff. Because if you can get you a Don Carlos for $15, it's just delicious. Okay. How is the new brands trying to push their cigars for like $15? How is the new brands coming up with limited edition? Limited how? How are you limited? What do you mean by limited? You mean you only made a little bit and that's why it's limited? And now you're trying to charge $20, $30? But yet the Don Carlos is for $15. The Melanio is for $15. The Amazon Basin price, retail or MSRP is for $12, $15. My top 5 cigars for life, 3 out of 5 of them under $15. Opus X, it costs you $25. God of Fire costs you $30. There's amazing cigars out here. I just go by, what does it taste like? Not by hype, not by publications. Does it taste good? So on a night like tonight, I had a rough day, rough week, man. But I needed to smoke some perfect cigars. Some cigars that's just going to taste perfect. Smoke perfect. Be perfect. Enjoying the Melanio right now. And so that's my list. That's my list. And as I said, if I was to, and you're going to see a video coming out, I call it my 6 favorite cigars for life. If I could do a number 6. Number 6, I'll have to throw in the Cuban Bolivar Belicoso. That's a solid cigar. You can't hate on that one. That's just a solid cigar. Number 7, we can throw in, we put Andalusian Bull, number 7. Number 8, we can throw in We're throwing Ashton VSG. Number 9, I think I said Monte Cristo number 2. And number 10, I think I don't know if I said Ashton VSG already, but okay. So that's the list. So we here. It's a Friday night. We just unwinding. I needed to do this tonight. We got tons of content coming out. The folks is on tonight on a Friday evening. Y'all kicking it. Just relaxing. Just chilling. We just having us a good time. I ain't said nothing that's going to make anybody angry about nothing. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. We just talking about cigars. Cigars I like. Share with me the cigars you like. I'm not even bad-mouthing any cigars tonight. But I will be honest with my friends, and that's what the channel is for. It's for me to say what I like. It's for me to say what I don't like. I don't know why that upsets anybody. I don't know why, as a grown man, if somebody says, and you guys are watching because, I hope it's entertaining and it's cool to watch. If somebody says, hey, I like this cigar. You're like, okay, cool. I might check it out. Okay, good. That's it. Somebody says, I don't like this cigar. All right, cool. He don't like it. I don't see how that could make another human being angry. Like if I say I don't like Indian food, I don't know why a man would get angry at that. like you want me to like it? Like if I say I don't like it, I don't like it. Well, we just do this just to connect with our friends. To say to my friends, hey, here's what I like. And my only hope is, based on the experiences that I've had with these cigars, as my brother said, hey, you like Don Carlos. You said it's good. Okay, I'll go get some. Check it out. See if I like it myself. That's all I want you to do. Because am I getting paid by Arturo Fuente? No. Do I get paid when I say I don't like a cigar? No. Why do I do what I do? Because I'm a friendly guy. Because I want to help my friends. I want to maybe say to a friend, hey, you know what you ought to do? Check out this one cigar. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Maybe that's going to help you. And maybe if I can say, hey, maybe you ought to save your money, not get this one cigar. Maybe that's going to help you as well. My brother says, sort of funny, they had like 7 years worth of tobacco. And I was watching an interview that one of the leaders of the company did the other day. And this is what my channel tries to do. Get rid of all the misinformation. There was a second where and here's where the space is. There was a moment, and you guys all remember this moment. There was a moment where somebody read a report that said something, as we talk about the Don Carlos, there was some report that came out. Somebody said something like, Arturo Fuente and Marifol have ended their relationship. Therefore, there's not going to be any more Don Carlos made. Therefore, Arturo Fuente has no more access to African Cameroon tobacco. Complete and utter BS. Complete and utter nonsense. And I did videos saying this like, hey, look, who's saying this stuff? Why would you just say something because you think, have you talked to Carlito Fuente? Are you working at the Fuente farm? Do you know what they have on stock? Do you? People like me who have cameras and channels just started saying stuff because they thought it'd be cool to say, because they wanted to be the first one to say it. And then it started all this unnecessary hype. So you know what people did? People said, oh, let's go out and buy a bunch of Arturo Fuente, because let's go buy a bunch of Don Carlos because it's going to run out and then they're not going to have any more. So I was watching an interview the other day with like one of the head guys, like a VP of a Tudo Fuente. And he said pretty much what my buddy here is saying. He's like, we got like 7 to 10 years worth of tobacco stored up. We good. We making Don Carlos for forever. We got so much of the tobacco. And then it made me say, okay, wait a minute. So all the people who gave the misinformation, I thought to myself, are they going to retract? Are they going to come back and say, hey, we were wrong. We told you the wrong thing. We misinformed you. We started a panic for no reason. Are they going to apologize? Are they going to come back and say, oh, we didn't know what Tudo Fuente had all this tobacco in reserves? Are they even just going to say, hey, we started hype for no reason? They said nothing. They started hype and just kind of walked away. Like they didn't just cause chaos for no reason. And these are the kind of things I watch and I'm like, wait a minute. So half the times y'all don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Half the times y'all just talking out of your ass. Half the times you just making up stuff. Half the times you making it seem like you know what you're talking about when you don't have a clue. And that's why I come out and say, look, I don't know what's going on at a Tudo Fuente farm. I don't know what Carlito has planned. That's why I just try to come out and say, hey, look, I'm just a guy who enjoys smoking cigars and talking to his friends. I'm just a guy who is not going to start any hype, who's not going to give you any misinformation. I even try to not even give you information. I'm like, look, I ain't telling you nothing. I'm just telling you what I like. I'm just telling you what I experienced. I'm just telling you, yeah, I smoked the cigar. I liked it. Because all we tend to do is we tend to just give misinformation. And when it turns out we were wrong, there's no apology. There's no retraction. There's no correction. We just go on to the next thing. And so that's why I say, my channel it's not going to do that. I'm not going to hype anything up. I'm just going to talk to my friends. Give my friends the unadulterated opinion that I have. And just leave it at that. This is not the hype train. This is not a marketing. I'm not going to be used by the brands to tell you nothing. Because I don't care about the brands. I'm just a guy talking to his friends. So that's what the channel is. That's what it will always be. Just a guy talking to his friends. So I'll entertain some questions since folks are still on a Friday night. It's like 11 p.m. on the East Coast. Y'all here kicking it with a guy talking about cigars, but really just talking to his friends. If you ever see me in a lounge, this is what we doing. We just sitting down, kicking it, talking. Ain't no experts. Ain't nobody who know. Nah. We just regular people. Just talking in a regular way. Brother asked if I had the avowed New Dawn. Nope. I haven't had it. In fact, again, I got a video coming out. It's entitled The Worst Cigar Reviewer. And that's going to be a nice one because I'm calling out the worst cigar reviewer. There's a cigar reviewer who is the worst. This guy, he is the worst. And so we talking about that. That video might even come out on Monday. This one guy, he is the absolute worst. He don't know nothing about nothing. He can't tell you about new cigars. In fact, I'm dropping that one on Tuesday. He can't tell you about the industry. He can't tell you nothing. He is the worst. So, so I'm like that guy. I don't know nothing but no Avowed, New Dawn. Nah, my brother. I don't know if you're the worst. All right, let me light up this next one. So I'm going to transition into my. So I smoked the Melanio. Really enjoyed that one. Smoked perfectly. Now I'm switching to my Don Carlos. And the thing about me, okay. All right. I give you my top 5 list. Now we just gonna talk about whatever we want to talk about. Here's what I don't understand. So my channel's got like 3 years on it, right? I've been doing this for 3 years. There's an aspect to my channel that's even a little boring because when I did my top 5 tonight, you already know what the top 5 is. Everybody who knows me, you know what I smoke. You know I smoke Melanio, Don Carlos, Opus X, Goldie. It's the same cigars every single year. I used to include Prensado, Alec Bradley Prensado. I used to include Tabernacle. It's the same cigars. Cuban cigars I like. Bolivar Belicoso. It's the same cigars. Why is it the same cigars? Because I'm the same person. What I don't understand is I'm the same person. So in 2026, when you gather and I do another live like this, and I say best cigars, you know it's probably gonna be, it'll likely be the same cigars. Because I'm the same person. I still got the same tongue, the same palate, the same taste buds, the same everything. It's the same guy. I like Melanio 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years from now, I'll probably still like it. I'm smoking a Don Carlos. Why? Because I've always liked it. What I don't understand, and maybe y'all can help me to understand this, how come these other guys, they always got like a new, different favorite cigar? Like, and I'm just like, okay, wait a minute. How come every other month you got a favorite cigar? Like, I'm just saying this because as I think about, so Avowed New Dawn. So I guess that's the new thing. That's like the new, you got to smoke that to be cool. So, is that like new tobacco or something? Like, what could possibly, it's literally called the New Dawn. So what could possibly be new about it? I mean, I really would, maybe I just don't know how cigars are made. But is it from the same earth? Is it like tobacco? Like, what could possibly be new about it? And maybe I'm just an older guy. I'm 46 years old. But I'm always like, okay, wait a minute. Because I'm seeing this is the one that's getting all the hype. We're hyping this up. Yeah. Okay. So what did they do that's new? Did they get like new tobacco? Did they find a new way of blending? Is it a new factory? Let me ask you that. Do you think this is a new factory that was built? Do you think this is a new crop of tobacco that was grown? Do you think that they blended this in a new way? Do you think that there's anything new or different about this? My friends, look. Hey, Look, we grown men talking right now, right? At some point, we got to stop and say, hey, look, man, it ain't a damn thing new. The Bible says ain't nothing new under the sun. Have they come out with a new way of blending and new? Ain't nothing new about this. The only thing new is probably a new set of investors, is a new set of guys, is a new guy who want to make money. It's a new person who says, hey, I need to make some old money. And so let me talk about new and different. And we here and we So have I tried the Avowed New Dawn? Because I don't think there's a damn thing new about it. Will I check it out at some point? Yeah. I'll smoke it, taste it. And I'm willing to bet it's going to taste like tobacco. Because here's the thing, and when I do videos on this, people get mad. The industry gets mad. We all know who gets mad. Because I'm just saying, hey, look, where's your tobacco coming from? Like, okay, so your tobacco is coming from the Placentia farm. Okay. Your tobacco is coming from the Aganorsa farm. Okay. Your tobacco is coming from the AJ Fernandez farm. Okay. Your tobacco is coming from where everybody else tobacco coming from. You are new, and you are trying to make new money. But yeah, me and my friends. What's up with Drew Estate? I don't know. Okay, we talking tonight. What's up with Drew Estate? Same old tobacco. Same old tobacco. Same thing they was doing with the Liga Privada 5-10 years ago. It's the same thing. They just they didn't step it up. They didn't improvise. They didn't get better. They didn't change. My friends, it's the same thing over and over and over. And so that's why it's easy to say, hey, look, man, here's what I smoke. I smoke Don Carlos. I smoke Melanio. I smoke Opus X. The tobacco industry is like, it's crazy. It ain't too many industries that take the same product, just put a different band on it and tell you it's new. Come on. It ain't new. Ain't nothing new about it. Ain't nothing new about it. Nah, my brother. No. It led to a great conversation. I haven't had it. I'll check it out. At some point, I'll check it out. I'll smoke it. I'll let the people know how it tastes. I'll let the people know how it tastes. But again, I mean, just to me, the big selling point to me is this. If your whole brand and marketing is based upon, if it's all just social media, if it's all just based upon a hype train, I'm a 46-year-old man. We've seen this play before. If your whole new spill is based upon marketing, then a guy like me, all I can do is sit back and say, yeah, tell you what. It ain't for me. All right, we drinking and we vibing. Let me do this. My son, I'm gonna put my son on blast. My son sent me a text the other day. I'm gonna read it verbatim. My son sent me I wish I could show you this. I could probably put it on the screen. My son sent me a text. Here's what my son said. My son is like 22 years old. My son said, Jay-Z is the GOAT. Sorry for my youth. I was loud and wrong. That's what my son said. Honest to God. My son sent me a text. He said, Jay-Z is the GOAT. Sorry for my youth. I was loud and wrong. Then he put like a laughing face. That's what my 22-year-old son texted me the other day. Why did he text me that? Because him and I used to debate and argue. 5-10 years ago, I was telling my son, look, man, Jay-Z the best. And my son, because he at that point, he was like 15. He was arguing with me. He was like, no, Jay-Z ain't the best. He's like, no, the best is Eminem, or the best is Drake, or whoever was hot at the time. He was just telling me that's who the best is. And I was like, dude, Jay-Z the GOAT. He the best. And I was like, you only saying this because you live in now. This is all you know. You just in the moment. You only know Drake or Kendrick or whoever, J. Cole. That's all you know. You don't know the full story of hip hop. So all you can do is tell me who you think is the best now, because that's all you know. You just got here. And he would argue with me and be like, nah, Kendrick the best and Drake the best. I'm like, nah, dude. Biggie, Jay-Z, Nas. That's it. That's the top three. And my son would argue with me for hours. We would argue for hours, going back and forth. Honest to God truth. On Wednesday at 5:42 p.m., my son sent me a text and he says, you know what, Dad, I'm sorry for my youth. He says, I was loud and wrong. That's what my son said. He's 22 years old. He had a moment where he said, you know what? I think I got caught up in the moment. And I think I said some stuff that was foolish. I think I was arguing with you, Dad. And you know hip hop. You know stuff. That was my 22-year-old son on Wednesday. Why am I saying all this? It's the same thing we live in right now, where it's going to be some new cigar brand. And those who get caught up in the moment, and it's usually the younger guys, those who they just doing it. It's their first time. They're going to be like, nah, this new company is the best. And no, this new company is the best. And Avowed is the best. And they're the best. But a guy like me, a guy who been smoking Melanios and Don Carlos for like 15 years, I'm just sitting back like, really? That's who you really okay. And then next year, you're going to tell me some other new company is the best? Because I thought last year that company was the best. And 2 years ago, this company was the best. And okay. And so just like how when I was talking to my 15-year-old son, I had to be like, all right, he don't know what the hell he talking about. My son was like, LeBron James the best, Dad. He way better than Jordan. I was like, all right, son. How old are you? You 12? Okay. You never even seen Jordan play? Oh, okay. You weren't around during the 80s? Oh, okay. 90s? None of that? Okay, you just got here. Okay. So you think, you think Kyrie is a bad, okay. So I had to learn, okay, let him have his moment. Just let him be. So, and so that's literally where I find myself in the cigar space right now. Come on, Bobby. Oh, Bobby, we gonna argue. Oh, Bobby, come on. Jay-Z, the best lyricist. Oh, come on, Bobby. Bobby, come on. Jay-Z is nice. Reasonable Doubt, 1992. Come on. Welcome to Marcy. Come on. Blueprint 2. Come on. Tupac was good. Biggie was the king. Come on, Bobby. Just like you say Jordan was the GOAT. Come on, Jay-Z. The only point I'm trying to make is this. Just like, hey, look, the guys who living in the moment right now, they only know right now. And it's cool. It's fine. Hey, look. Like my son said, hey, Dad, he says, I'm sorry I was loud and young. And I messed with him. I was like, yeah, man, you didn't know what the hell you was talking about. Me and my son argued for like 3 hours one night till we both lost our voices. He was telling me Eminem's the best rapper. And I'm like, dude, we need to talk through this one. We need to talk through this. I was like, Biggie the best. He's like, nah, Eminem's the best. And then he hit me up. He's talking about the song Renegade. He's like, oh, Eminem killed Jay-Z on Renegade. I was like, okay. I said, all right, man. All right, I'm gonna let you have that one. But okay, what's the point I'm making here? Now is now. There's always gonna be something that's hype now. If you ask a person now, who the best? They might tell you, I don't know, whoever is the best basketball player right now. But if you ask me, a guy with some experience, a guy with some history, like my brother said, Jordan was the GOAT. Am I gonna tell you the best? The best is Steph Curry. The best is Joker. The best is Andrew Edwards. I'm not gonna say all that. Because I've seen a bunch. I've seen a lot. And so that's why, yeah, exactly. Like my brother said, Shai Alexander. That's what, if you talk to somebody now, they're gonna be like, oh, the best is SGA or the best is Ja Morant. Sometimes you just gotta say, okay, I hear you. You right. Yeah, sure. Why am I saying all this? So when my brother says, oh, what about Avowed? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Something might be good in the moment, but here's the thing. And that's why I love YouTube. What I love about YouTube is this. I leave my videos up. You can look to see what I said a year ago, 2 years ago. One thing about me, I ain't had to backtrack nothing. I ain't never said nothing to you and I'm like, oh, damn, I was wrong. I ain't never said, oh, this the best. And YouTube timestamps everything, records everything, keeps everything. And so I'm always like, okay, wait a minute. You just told me somebody, and I'm not hating on nobody, but I'm just saying, because now is the time where everyone's going to come out. Okay, let me spit this out. Now is the time where everyone's going to come out with their top 10 cigars of the year. Do me this. Look at everybody's top 10 cigars of the year for last year. And I'm willing to bet you all them cigars that was top 10 last year, ain't nobody smoking that stuff this year. It was hype for the moment. Go back 2 years ago. Look to see what was the top 10 cigars for 2 years ago. All them brands then fell off. Ain't nobody checking for them. Ain't nobody smoking that stuff. It was just hyped. Simply put, just Google right now, 2025, top 10 cigars of the year. I mean, the brands people was talking about. Ain't nobody checking for that stuff today. So that's why a guy like me, when I talk about, okay, you know what cigars I like? It's something I liked 5 years ago. I liked it 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You liked it 10 years ago. You like it today. But maybe we just older. All right, we just chatting at this point. All right, Bobby. All right, Bobby. We gonna go to church right now. Okay, come on, Bobby. All right, listen. Bobby, do the math, Bobby. Come on, do the math. We gonna do the math. I'm pulling my calculator for you, sir. We gonna break this down. It's 2025 right now, right? Let's do this, Bobby. It's 2025 right now. Reasonable Doubt dropped in 1992. Okay. That's 33 years ago. So let's do this, Bobby. How old you think Jay-Z is? The dude is like 50. That means he was like 20 years old when you talking about. So just do the math. So you're saying, okay, yeah, Tupac did die. Tupac was top 10 in 1996. I give you that. Jay-Z was a child. He was like 20 years old. So yeah, he had to grow into it. He had to get there. You know, I mean, come on, you know, cut him some slack. He had to grow up. So come on, my friend. Jay-Z was a child back then. Brother says, I told a friend that Anejo will always be top 5. Yeah, I just did a video saying that, yeah, that's my favorite cigar for Christmas. It's an amazing cigar. I've been talking to y'all for so long. My mouse, the battery in my mouse died. Cordell said, we seasoned, not old. So, hey, yeah, again, Bobby, come on. Jay-Z was a kid. Think about it. That's 30 years ago. He was a kid, 20 years old. He had to grow into it. So, yeah, he couldn't be better than Tupac. He was a kid. Him and Nas were like 20 years old. And so this channel, make sure you'll hit the like button so I can get a new some AA batteries for my mouse. Y'all done kill my mouse. My mouse don't even work. We done talk so long, my mouse, you guys can kill. So make sure you hit a like button so Rise and Grind can go out and buy him a new mouse. Get him some batteries. Look, you guys you done killed the whole bottle. Look at this. Look what you guys, look what you do. You done killed a whole bottle of whiskey. I did not drink a whole bottle of whiskey. You done killed the Oliva Series V Milanio. You got me smoking another cigar, a second cigar. You done killed my mouse. So make sure you're helping the channel out. Hit the like button. It's getting cold out here. I'm cold right now. Cordell says he's 66. Jay-Z is the GOAT. Come on, Bobby. I think Bobby up there with us. We adults. We grown up. And we just vibing, having a good time. Thank you, brother. Strange TV. I gotta use the mouse pad. Y'all done killed my whole mouse. All right. We here. We ain't doing this all night. All right. We brought you the content. It's been an hour and 47 minutes. We do what we do. This the channel. Look, we not doing the whole hype thing. So as I said earlier, companies hit me up every single day. I don't bring you guys all that. I don't bring you every single new cigar, everything. We deal with the legends. We deal with the legendary stuff. That's all I smoke. The new cigars come out, I'll try them, I'll smoke them, but as the Bible says, we quoting scripture. There ain't nothing new under the sun. My top 5 list this year, we'll see how it changes from one year to the next. But there's legendary cigars out here. Don Carlos, Series V Milanio, Opus X. There's legendary stuff out here. Now, it's fun to try the new stuff. It's fun. It's cool. It's like when a new burger joint opens up and you go check it out. It's fine. It's good. Check it out. But this channel, you know, we more, I don't know, we more traditional. I'll check out the new stuff, let you know what I think about it. But that ain't really the space I operate in. Just like in life. I'll check out the Shy Alexander or whoever his name is. You know, the Joker and the... But at the end of the day, I'm talking to you about Jordan. I'm talking to you about the bad boys of 88 and 89. I'm talking to you about Larry Bird. I mean, hey, that's just who we are. In the same way with cigars. So new stuff come out And there's always going to be new stuff. My brother says definition. In fact, I literally had a company send me definition cigars today. There's going to be new stuff that comes out. But I just don't like it when the new stuff try to act like they found something out new. You know, it ain't nothing. I love the Definition de War. It's a great African Cameroon wrapper. But if I really want an African Cameroon wrapper, I'm smoking a Don Carlos, because that's just where it's at. It just is. And so I'll try to keep some balance between old and new, but I'm more so going to lean towards the legendary stuff. And that's why I'm doing a whole video talking about why. In that video, there's a video coming out where I talk about the worst cigar reviewer. There's a cigar reviewer. He don't know the new stuff. And that's why I say he the worst, because he don't know the new stuff that come out. He the worst. And I'm right along with him. So we did this to connect with the people. Hopefully you were entertained, encouraged, inspired. All right, we wrapping this up. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. All right, we done. So like, comment, subscribe, check out my new stuff, check out the old stuff, check out my whiskey stuff. Don't let the whiskey stuff fall off. Come on, guys, just watch the whiskey videos. Y'all said y'all wanted it. I did it. Y'all don't even watch it. All right, come on. You know how silly you make me look. I got cigar videos getting thousands of views. I put out a whiskey video. Y'all don't even watch it. Come on, man. Watch your stuff. All right. We do this for the people. We here for you. Like, comment, subscribe. But most importantly, rise and grind.